That's the thing about vintage. They sometimes can get a little bit stinky.
Dad, are you sure you know what you're doing?
Hello, my name is Amanda and welcome to the Little Lux Corner, sponsored by Zenlux. In today's videos, we're gonna talk about 6 things you should know before buying a Louis Vuitton bag. You're probably asking why you should listen to me. So here's the thing. I used to work as a live seller in the secondhand luxury market, so I've seen the best and the worst in Louis Vuitton bags, and trust me, I have sniffed a lot of bags because that's the thing about vintage Louis Vuitton. They sometimes can get a little bit stinky. So trust me, I'll let you know everything you should know before you buy a luxury Louis Vuitton bag. All right, so let's start it. The first thing you should know is about the materials. Today we're gonna focus on coated canvas and not leather bags, all right? Otherwise this video will be too long, but we can talk about leather bags the next video, all right? So the first misconception people usually have is Louis Vuitton bags are all made of leather, and that's not true. So the most iconic monogram canvas, it is canvas. It is actually a coated canvas, which means it is a fabric with a coating on top and not leather. Usually they do have leather parts on it, but the main panels that you see, the nice monogram, are made of coated canvas, so be aware of that. So if you're looking for a leather Louis Vuitton bag, there are options like the EP leather, they do have the imprint, and also the patent leather, also known as vernis for Louis Vuitton bags. Another thing too, last year Pharrell Williams released the Speedy P9, which it is a nice monogram leather bag, but you see that the prices are going a lot higher than the usual coated canvas. For example, for a Louis Vuitton Speedy 30, you'll be seeing the prices going around $1,500, and for a P9, the prices start at $9,000. So that's the main difference. If you're looking for one, you can get one as well, full leather, but if not, a regular Speedy would do for you, all right? The second point you should know is the difference between vachetta leather and patina. You probably see a lot of videos online and people showing their bags saying, oh, look at this honey patina or the vachetta leather. And you'll be thinking, what is that? I didn't know when I started looking for luxury bags at the beginning. I only learned after I actually had the items and people were explaining that to me. So first thing you have to know about Louis Vuitton bags, they do use vachetta leather, which is a non-treated leather, which also means that your leather doesn't have any coating on top of it. Very common on Alma, Speedies, and Neverfulls. For example, if you go hiking under a storm with that bag, you will ruin it for sure, so be aware of that. And the patina, when people say about like the bag patina, the color and everything, it is the process of aging of that leather. So the patina will darken over time, and that's the beauty of it, and that's why Louis Vuitton bags are so special. One tip to remember which one is which: the vachetta is the material and the patina is the process of aging of that leather. All right, be aware of that. If you're a little bit clumsy, if you want a bag for your everyday life and you don't want to bother about like, oh, it's raining, it's snowing outside, and you going to be worried about that bag, choose one that has like a coating on top. Like the Damier Ben bags are usually come with the leather with the coating on it. Or you can always go to the store and ask your sales assistant to indicate you which one works better for you. All right? Did you know Japan is home to some of the best luxury treasures? With Zenlux, you can shop them from the comfort of your home in just a few clicks. You can find all the details in the description below. Bye! The third thing you should know is the fact that not all Louis Vuitton bags are made in France. This is another misconception people do have about Louis Vuitton bags, and whenever they see it's not made in France, they think the bag is not authentic, and that is not true. For LV products, you also find tags that says made in Italy, made in Spain, US, UK, Switzerland, Belgium, and Germany. So don't worry if your bag don't say made in France, because they do have products made in different countries as well. So don't worry, your bag is probably authentic. If you're not sure, you can always double check with an authenticator. But for the pre-love market, you'll be seeing a lot of bags or items made in different places. So don't freak out if your Louis Vuitton bag is not made in France. They do have workshops in different parts of the world. The fourth thing you should know before you buy a Louis Vuitton item is the fact that they will take repairs, but not if your item has cracks on the canvas or on the leather, or if you take a bag to a third-part replacement place. So if you have like an issue on the zipper, if you need like a rivet or something like that to be replaced, always contact Louis Vuitton first, and they will do that for you. I know it might take some time for you to get your bag back, but this will ensure that you can always send your bag to Louis Vuitton to get it replaced. So always keep that in mind. Especially if you're buying secondhand, it's always good if you check if the bag has any cracks or any parts has been replaced by somewhere that is not Louis Vuitton. All right? The fifth point that you should keep in mind today is the fact that Louis Vuitton bags, they hold their prices really well in case you want to resell them one day. It will depend on the model, the collection, and of course the condition, but overall they do hold their prices really well in the resale market. So if you're looking for a model that you'll be able to resell for a good price, classic models like the Speedy, the Neverfull, and the Alma are great investments if you're looking to maybe let it go one day. Of course, not everybody thinks the same way, but just in case you want to know which ones are the best investments for you to make when you're buying a Louis Vuitton bag. And the last point I want to make today is the fact that your Louis Vuitton bag, it is well made and it will last for generations if you take care of it, but that's the point. You do need to take care of it. Not just because they cost a little bit more than usual bags, or the fact that they're actually well made will not ensure your bag to stay pristine for your whole life. So make sure to store your items inside its dust bag. Do not overstuff it, and be aware of the weather conditions too, especially if your bag is made out of a cheetah leather. So be aware of that, okay? So do not go hiking under a storm with your palm springs. It will ruin your bag. Don't do it. I saw a girl before, she went hiking with a Gucci bag, and I kind of want to cry a little, but you're free. It's a free world. You know, you can do whatever, but be aware, it might ruin your bag. All right, these are the tips I have today. And I have a question. What do you think is important to know before buying a Louis Vuitton bag? Let's chat on the comments below. If you have any extra tips, that will be great as well. Maybe it can become a new video. Let's see. All right. If you enjoyed today's conversation, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell button so you never miss a video. All right. See you next time, and bye. Yeah. I'll melt in this couch. Pew, pew, pew. Travel or buying bags. Have to make choices.
Real hot, kept it dope without a pill pop. Bill Cosby, steady climbing to the hilltop.